Okay, stream looks like it is live. Connection speed looks good. Everything over there looks good, yep. Camera's good, cat is good. No word on the other two yet. Hopefully they're good too. Okay. Got all my programs open. Good. Let's go back to this page. Alright. Tried out a new radio station today. We'll see how it goes. Not sure how I feel about it compared to the last one yet. The last one's a little all over the place. This one might be more consistent in what type of music gets played. We will see. One of these days I should just risk it and play all the a whole bunch of random licensed music. Forget the freaking copyright. Welcome, welcome, Flame. Welcome, Tabster. Glad to have you both. Okay. I'll show this off real quick while we're starting here. Let me get this little Digimon out of here. Picked up one of these on Japan Yahoo auctions. Little Sega Game Gear Mini. It's rather cute. It's very cute. One thing that threw me for a loop for a second, it actually does take AAA batteries, but only 2, not the 15 AA's that were required on the original Game Gear. I never had a Game Gear myself, but I think I may have had like one friend that did. Like no one had Game Gears back then. But it's pretty cute. This is the one that comes with Sonic and Tails on it, and it also has Gunstar Heroes, which I love the Game Boy Advance version of that, and I have Sylvan Tale, and then one more thing. I don't remember what the other thing is, but it's in Japanese, of course, so I don't think Sylvan Tale will work great to play. In fact, none of the games honestly work great. They play like crap. But it's a cute device nonetheless. We'll put what do we got here? We got Shakomon X over here. 2 poops situation going on. Let's take care of that. There we go, it's better. Looks happier about that. Let's adjust this ever so slightly. That much better. Flame is currently trying out a new drawing tablet. Very nice. Hopefully it's working out well for you. Just got a Pendulum Nature Spirits in the mail 15 minutes ago. Very cool. Make sure to check whether it's version 1 or version 1.0, because there is a difference between those two versions. The version 1.0 actually is like the normal one. That's like the one that's correctly programmed and everything. The version 1 has an error in it where every time you train, do a successful training, your effort increases by 11 up to a maximum of 77 before it resets every like 10 trainings. It's weird. It's really weird how it's laid out. Either way, it's obviously not meant to work that way, and if you end up doing 40 trainings, your effort's just at 0, meaning you lose battles a lot more frequently. So watch out for that. If you have a version 1.0, then it works just like any other pendulum. William Young, welcome, welcome. Alright. We're just about at go time. We got some good stuff to do tonight. First of which should actually go pretty quick, but it's going to be the kind of the biggest thing that I'm putting out tonight. So that's going to be exciting. A lot of people are going to be happy about it, and another large portion of people, after they see it, will be like, great, now when are you doing this? And it's like, probably never. You'll see what I mean. Those of you that have been watching probably already know what I'm talking about. So it's not going to be a surprise for you. Alright, it's about time. Let me get the tweet out. Tweet, go. And you know what? Just for good measure, we're gonna... Let's share this in the Discord too. Just because this actually will be interesting for some people there. Okay, there we go. Alright, it is 8 o'clock. That means it is time to hit this button. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Digimon dev stream. I am here tonight working on Digitama Hatchery's website, as usual, and there is an exciting thing that I'm going to be pushing out tonight. We are going to be fixing up the original Digital Monster page and sending that live, meaning that we'll have a whole new section on here. So we've got the DM20, the Pen 20, all these other things. We've had the Pendulum Original for a while. Now we're going to have Digital Monster Original as well. So that's going to be very handy for those of you that do like running those. I'm actually running one right now. Not this one. This is just Shakomon X over here. Everyone say hello to Shakomon X, raising them for the Talk Like a Pirate hatch. They'll never actually quite be a pirate, but they're going to be nautical. They'll be a wizard for just a minute. And wizards are basically pirates, right? But after it's done being a wizard, because I can't turn it into a ancient reptile, because it can evolve into Tylemon X, but Tylemon X can't evolve into Animalakarimon X, which is bonkers. So I have to go through Wizardmon X to be able to get to that. So that's going on there. Well, let's see who else we got working with. We got Sangomon on this device, and that one is going to actually become a pirate tonight. Probably not on stream, but tonight after stream it should be evolving into a pirate, which will be its, of course, most apt destiny for this hatch. We're still running this guy from the LR44 Cup, Pukumon. We did have another Digimon at first. I had Rukamon, which I evolved to Waymon. Waymon passed on a traded egg, so I raised that to Shakomon, then to Gesomon, and Gesomon... The heck was that? I don't know what that noise was, but one of my cats looks all tweaked out right now. Buttons, what's going on? She don't know. Alright, anyway, so yeah, that, what was I saying? Yeah, so that Gesomon actually did evolve into Marine Devimon, which means I actually managed to succeed in natural evolution, which is hard on this. But Marine Devimon has nowhere else to go but Pukumon, who is now Pupumon at the moment. Let's take care of that. There we go. So he's not part of the current pirate hatch, although he would fit in pretty well for it, I would say. And then we also have Megadramon right here. And Megadramon is also from the previous hatch. And we're going to leave it up since we're working on the Digital Monster. It's going to be applicable to that device right there. Gaming Nerd, welcome. How much am I dreading next week when you make spaghetti on the MBR and Tush? Is that next week? That can't be next week, right? I thought that was October. That's going to be October, I'm pretty sure. Unless the release date changed. Or unless I never knew the release date to begin with. Either way, the Dynasty of... Cats, what the heck? Dynasty of the Evil is releasing, like, right now. So we should be having that very soon as well. That should be hitting the app. Maybe. I don't know. Let's check the app real quick. Is that already in the app? Although, because of its position as a weird promotional... It's not exactly a promotional dim. No, it's not there yet. Oh, thank you, phone. Let's go ahead and silence you, eh? I'm not sure if it's going to show up on the app unless you plug it in, so I might just have to wait for mine to arrive. Or wait for someone else to post pictures. We will see. Okay, so what are they checking? Oh yeah, release date for the friggin' Mad Black Roar. There you are. Shipped September 2021. Well, I don't even have a specific date, but okay, next week. Dang, September's big. So that shouldn't be too hard though. Spaghetti for freaking Vital Bracelet stuff is definitely easier than others. I'm glad you said that, because I totally would have been thinking it was October. Finally decided to get a Vital Bracelet. Oh, very cool. Looking forward to you getting that. John says there's got X version 1 on the mail. V-Pets are not sold in Europe, so I'm happy. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. They're very hard to come by over there. I guess they didn't take off over there too much, but they are still loved by many a European. There's a lot of European members of the server, so hopefully at some point Bandai decides to do something over there. When a True Shadow Howl and Metarot... Okay, so True Shadow Howl is apparently next week, I just found out. Metarot should still be in October. Okay, so let's dive into this, shall we? So we've got original Digital Monster section. So we have just a few steps left here. Now, I'm not going to be worrying about the manual just yet. That's going to be a later thing. Flirp's probably going to take care of that. I'm not going to try too hard with that one. So we need to add sleep times, which I've already done that in the database, so we are good with that. But I do need to update the cards, because one thing I discovered in doing this is that apparently the we're looking for, what are we looking for? Details of DM. Apparently the sleep times they don't wake up at the same time in the original digital monster. They wake up at a different time depending on which Digimon you have. So I'm gonna have to adjust this. So how do I have this written in Vital Bracelet? I want to copy the same. I think I have it as active hours in there. Let's just take a quick peek. I prefer to use the same verbiage across the website wherever I can remember to do so. And sometimes I will absolutely forget. Alright, so Vmon, you have listed there awake from that to that. So we're going to follow that same thing. We're going to say awake from and list the 2 times that it is awake from. So back to you. Alright, so sleep time, no. We are doing awake from. And sleep is still there, but we're actually going to be doing another thing besides sleep. So let's see, we have and then, yeah, okay, so we want to do like this. Okay, it's from, then hyphen, space, and then I might have done too many hyphens there. Go back. Okay, awake from. And then that leads into that. So I want to start from here because we want to end on that. So we're just going to. So that'll be the plain text. And that'll be the rest of it. Okay. Right? I'm not awake apparently. Alright, so hyphen here, put the space. And then over here we need to get the. Let's copy that whole thing. Yeah, it's gonna basically look just like this. So that means I don't need that. Okay. And then first one should be wake. Okay, so that should be all we need to do with that. Let's go to our secret DM page, which isn't that secret because you could have accessed it this whole time. What was that? Who put that there? What was that? Let me figure that out. Awake from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, great. So that went perfect. Exactly as we need to. We're kind of low on space over here. But it does fit, and it will respond if it gets too narrow, so let's just make sure. Yeah, I'm done with you for right now. Yeah, that's looking just fine. Okay, cool. So space is not an issue in this case. I am confused about what I was just seeing up there, though. So let's just do another hard refresh and try to escape right at the exact moment, but I didn't. It was a question mark followed by, that's like the PHP indicator. Yeah, I've just got a random little stupid piece of extra PHP right here. So that's at the end of the meta tag. Or it could be right above the digital monster. Okay, so we'll look in that section first. Let's pull up VM index. Trash. Why is it in trash? That's the one I needed. Alright. Yeah, there it is. Just got a little bit of extra PHP right there. Get it out of there. And now if you refresh, we shouldn't see that weird little glitch anymore. I wonder if anyone would notice that. Probably. How come this isn't going away? Do I not have this like set up to leave? Oh, this also isn't using the new format, is it? I need to update that still. Okay, so I'll make sure to do that. Also got one of the new Ghost Game Dims. Very cool. Gamamon would be the Triceratops one, as Gaming Nerd pointed out. Mr. Apache85, welcome. You just finished raising a Chaos Dukemon. Very nice. Oh, you know, we didn't even... Oh, we need to do that still. We need to set up the Tadakochi for this, so let's do that immediately. We'll add that to this list here. Adjust Tadakochi for... So that would be new user, VM, don't know why I had a space there. And let's also open up new user 10. In fact, let's copy this whole dang thing because it looks like there is some adjustments that I made. Except we need to replace pen new user with VM underscore new user. There we are. And alright, let's see. Legend, version selector, toggle sprites, all the Digimon will be clicked on. These 3 lines are the menu button. And that's the end of the tour. Go to there with questions. Great. Here you'll find explanations of very simples you'll find. You can switch between... You can also... Okay, so we're just going to take out that. You can jump to a specific chart by clicking its name. There we go. And the FAQ button will do that. It's a good idea to read everything here. Make sure to scroll up to the card that appears. Device version. It's part of the menu. Okay, that should do it there. So if we go back, the tour for Tadakochi should not mention the .5s. Okay, so that has a no thanks and later. Good. All right, take the tour, toggle the legend, check, continue. Try it now. Check. You can jump to a specific chart by clicking its name. Okay, continue. Clicking the toggle sprites button will do this. There it goes. And then clicking the FAQ button will do this. Continue. All the Digimon able to be clicked on. Continue. This is the menu. Continue. Great job, you did it. Oh, I need to change the word later back to dismiss because it doesn't make sense here anymore. We'll do that later. Okay, cool. So we are good there now. So next we need to update the text at the top. That should be pretty straightforward. Okay, we don't need this here anymore. And we're just going to, for reviewing the charts, and then we need to take some from the pendulum because we need to give proper credit for this. And in this case, instead of saying much of this information, I will be saying most of this information. Most of this information was sourced from Hoko, and I think the URL for that is digital-monster. Let's verify that real quick. And yep, that sure is the page. Okay. Alright, so before reviewing the below charts, I'd recommend toggling the legend on the lower left to get familiar with the different requirements. I mean, the button on the lower right will show an FAQ that answers many common questions about raising Digimon. You can click on any Digimon below to see more details about it. Use the version selector above to display only charts available on your device. Use the version selector above to jump to a specific chart. Save it. I didn't need to refresh that page, I need to refresh this one. Okay. I think that's it. I think we have everything exactly where it needs to be, so we should be ready to publish this, which it's already published, so it's not technically what I'm doing. Also, this is a blank, right? Yep, okay, good. But I need to add it to the various menus, so let's do that now. And this will be live for everybody to see. So for updating the menus, we need menu and menu. What else is it under? It's under top. I don't remember. Header, it's under header. Yep, there's all those menus. Device list. Okay, so device list, I'm gonna have a little bit more work after this because I need to get a pretty picture for it, but we'll start off by duplicating the pendulum, changing the first one to be this, Digimon Monster, Digital Monster Original. We do not have a manual yet, so we're just going to do some of that. And we'll get one added in eventually, don't worry. DM, Digital Monster Original, image. Let's just go ahead and take out the image for right now. We'll add one in at a later point. Okay, series DM. All right, so that's good. And then where'd header go? Need to add a header for, or not a header, but a menu item for this. Well, that means I'm also going to need to change some of the JavaScript. I cannot forget that. Don't let me forget that. Monster Original. Menu, DM content. DM. Comment that. And yep, that should all be good. Okay, and then this is the mobile version of the menu, which is unfortunately a separate thingy. Wonder if I were to go back, I'd be able to make it its own thing, or one thing for both menus. I don't know. Well, they do show up in different points, so probably not. Also, why is there extra spacing here? Get that out of there. All right, this one, duplicate it. Digital Monster Original. DM toggle. DM. Hide the manual. Okay, those are all good, and that would leave the JavaScript. I think that's in the main JavaScript, main.js. Celebrating 1 year of being back into VPets. Glad to hear it, Steven. Glad you're back in them. What are you raising right now? In fact, yeah, let's hear what everybody's raising. Everybody in chat, what are you raising at the moment? I already showed you what I'm working with over here. I know one of you has gotten a... Yeah, Mr. Apache got his Chaos Dukemon going, so... The rest of you, what's going on with your current raising activities? Alright, so, yeah, okay, here's the menu content, which, if I was smart, I would have made this far more adaptable than it is, but I'm not smart, and I'm going to keep doing it this way, because it's not something I update very frequently. It doesn't add a lot of heft, so whatever. So we're going to add... Yeah, that whole thing. Mobile DM toggle, so we need to add to here DM content. Okay. It's even easier since that goes like that. So this needs to be hide, 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 hide. And then that's the VB, so it's hide. Hide. Add this hide to the bottom of each of the others. That's all the mobiles. Next would be menu. Hide, 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 and then we make one more of these. So change that to hide and change that to toggle. There we go. Okay. Save that. Hopefully that doesn't break anything. In fact, let's just save the whole dang thing, because that should be everything we need to change, except for the one thing that I missed, which I'll find out what that is soon enough, won't I? Alright, while we give that a minute, let's see. We got for raising... Oh, Steven's raising Asuramon, Lady Devimon, and Piemon. That's quite a few. Are those all on separate old pendulums? I'm going to jog us your Nightmare Soldiers into Piemon tomorrow. Cool, cool. Gaming Nerds raising Pyldramon, going for Imperial Dramon Fighter Mode. Classic. Is that on the Pendulum Z, I would presume? Tabster's doing Piranhamon. I'll be going for that very soon, so good choice. And I should be looking at this one, not that one. The microphone's over here, not over there. Microphone. I don't know, does it sound any different if I talk this way than if I talk this way? I don't know. The compressor's good, but I don't know if it's that good. Junkmon and a Penzi. Junkmon is very adorable. Ah, the Pyldramon's on the Vital Bracelet. Very nice. Okay, so let's see if I didn't screw anything up. And thank you everyone for sharing what you're raising. It's always fun to talk about. Okay, so good. Look, Digital Monster Original is there. And it's in the menu. Doesn't expand though, so that's no good. Pendulum expands, Vital Bracelet expands, Digital Monster Original don't expand. Why would that be? That would be under the header. DM toggle, menu, DM content, menu content. Let's just see what I'm getting in the command list. I don't do this step very frequently, so the time I do it, I often forget exactly what's going on. Alright, so console. If I click on this, you're not even listing an error. So that works. Interesting. Still need to figure out what's going on with that. In fact, well, no, I'm going to leave it as expandable, because if I don't leave it as expandable, then that's more trouble to fix later. I forgot the pound. Ah, yes! Are you actually serious? Did I forget the pound? I sure did. Look at you. Wow, John. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and give out our award for the evening to John, who has properly identified exactly what the problem was. Well done. That would have taken me like years to see. Thank you very much, John. All right, let's save that. Glad to see we have someone else who knows how IDs work. There's probably quite a few of you. Did I ever mention I'm not good at doing this? I may do it. Okay, well, it's still broken. Oh, well, now at this point, I've got to... there were two things wrong. John identified one thing that was wrong, absolutely. The other thing is I've got to clear the cache now, which I always forget to do. Always forget to do that. Okay, so let's... not the front-end cache, but the back-end cache, so... That way I'll have the JavaScript effect. Let's just verify it in the actual file. Main.js, thank you. And menu underscore DM. Okay, so we can see it's not there right now. As soon as I go into here, go to my caching section, go to my configuration. Wow, there's so many clicks, Cloudflare. Could I just make this like a favorite? I probably could, actually. All right, purge that script from my cache, reset my local cache. There it is. All right, let's try this again, shall we? Still no good. Why not? Why not? Menu DM content. Menu, oh, because that doesn't exist. 3 things wrong. 3 things wrong. It's not gonna... That's my general style. Okay, 4 things wrong. What is I doing? Oh, why do I stream this? It's more embarrassing than anything. Alright, DM toggle. Menu DM toggle. Menu DM toggle. Click. When you click on it, it should toggle the content to display. That is what I have it set to. And well, let's just make sure it actually pushed the last change, huh? Menu DM toggle. Upload that once more. And then save that again. Custom purge one more time. Let's just see if it's just a matter of not everything was there yet. Refresh. There we go. It's just a bunch of stupid simple things that I should have caught immediately. So there we go. So that's all well and good. What are people saying over here? Sorry, I meant I have Digimon currently. Got too focused on my end goal. Very nice. Pendulum 0 and a Pen 20. Very cool. Jordan's raising Corjamon Green and Zubagermon. I'm assuming on the Digital Monster version 20th. Those are available also on the Pen 20, but it's less likely that people own Pen 20s because they're stupid expensive these days, which is a bummer. Although Steven has one, so glad you do. Mr. Apache's next going to raise Renamon. Very nice. On the GP dim, I assume there. For the Vital Bracelet, you have to meet all the requirements for evolution, e.g. meeting all 4 to evolve from Ultimate to Omega. Yes, you absolutely do. You need to... we'll tab over there real quick just to get a look at that. So if you're wanting to get, let's say, on the Impulse City dim, we're going to go for freaking Shivamon over here. So you have to meet all 4 of these requirements. So 15 plus trophies, 15 plus battles, 4,500 vital values, and 70% win ratio in order to actually meet that evolution. If you don't meet one of these, then you're no good. Now, let's say you met all of these but didn't have that win ratio, right? Of 70%, but you had 50%. That would get you Achillesmon. So because it's whatever Digimon you meet the most, meet all the requirements for, and then it goes in a tier. So whichever one has the higher requirements is the one you get. So in this case, Shivamon has higher requirements than Achillesmon. So if you meet all the requirements for Achillesmon and Shivamon, then you get Shivamon. Likewise, if you were to meet all the requirements for Shivamon and Kazuchimon over here, you would become Kazuchimon. And so it's like, it just goes in that order. So this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. Whichever one you meet the most requirements for, with the highest, whichever one you meet the highest requirements for is the one you evolve into. But if you don't meet all of them, you can't do it. Yeah, not fine to meet at least 3. This ain't no next order where you have those key points or whatever. What are they called? I don't remember. It took me a minute to realize that's what those were doing in next order. Alright, so we have this page live now, but there is one problem with it. Well, actually, we didn't test the mobile link. We gotta test the mobile link first. Let's test the mobile link. Mobile view, please. Digital Monster Original. Oh, see, that's why you test the mobile link. That one's not working. Who knows why that one's not working. It does work to do that, so it's just not expanding the content. So let's take a look at that. Looking at end menu for that one. So Digital Monster Original DM toggle. Let's see, that's why. We have it set to display pendulum content. That's the wrong stuff. Although it didn't expand that, so I don't know. Maybe there's something else wrong. Nope, just that. And it properly closes when I open another menu. That's not a menu. Okay, good. We are good with that. So everyone can see it, but one major problem right now is that if we, let's switch back to desktop here. If we were to look at its position here, you can see it just looks stupid. So gotta fix that, obviously. So we're going to pick a color for this. Now I was mulling this over earlier, trying to figure out what color would be best, and I literally cannot decide. So we're gonna take a trip down memory lane to help me pick a color. Let me just go ahead and find my link. Let's see, I posted it in the Discord before from Humulos. Oh, it's get out of here, streamer mode. I don't have you on camera. From Humulos has link way back. What do you mean no results? Archive? Let's try that. There we go. No, it's not those. Alright, I know another way to get there. So we're going to go to Wikimon, and we're going to go to, well, let's just start off with Wikimon, shall we? We'll start with Digimon Excel. Do brown, do orange. Orange I was thinking of. Brown is a maybe. Let's go to Digital Monster. And Digimon Web. Okay, perfect. They do have the archive link here. So I could have just done that from the beginning. Here's what we need. Alright, so we have the first one, I believe, is the shells. So the thing is that, you know, the original brown is the most iconic of the Digimon devices, obviously. But we're already using that up here, so we can't use that. We're already using red up there, so we can't use that. So we're gonna go with something different. All right, so there's brown and gray. It also came in red, blue, green, and yellow. I'm not sure how I feel about any of those, especially since they're all already being used. So version 1 is out. Version 2 is just shades of black. So that's no good either, because that's what we're using for Pendulum. There's orange right there, so it could be a version 3 theme. There's also this beautiful purple. We have mine right over there, and there's version 4. Hi, Mega Dramon. We have, it comes in red and blue, but we're already using red and blue, so it is looking like orange, and orange would be appropriate. Then we've got the green, which we're already using somewhere else. So yeah, I'm guessing orange is going to be what we're going with here. And by guessing, no, I'm not guessing. I'm just going to type that in. I'm going to type in the word orange, and we're going to be good. 21 minutes till I'm Minervamon on my red English DMX. Wow. Going for that full library. Very nice. Okay. So let's go to device list. So currently, this is going based on series DM. So let's pull up our style sheet. Series _ pen. Nope, that's not what it's listed under. Device list. Well, that's surprising. How is that not what it's listed under? That definitely is. Okay. Try that again. Maybe I spelled series like an idiot. Oh, or maybe I was using the wrong search function. I was searching for my files. Okay, so we're gonna go with a nice little orange, and so we're just gonna duplicate that. And for the orange, we're gonna look for orange. There it is. There's chart orange. We're just gonna stick with chart orange, and that'll be good. Might go a little bit darker. We'll see how it looks. If it's impossible to read, then we'll go with another option. I might changing that one. Oh, I see, because I needed that. I get it. All right. Yeah, but I don't want to make this white text too. Okay. Let's also put my site into development mode. There we go. That way, I don't got to worry about recaching every time. So let's go and refresh. Hey, I'd say that's pretty readable. Yeah. I'd say that's just fine. Now, obviously, there's a big problem with the missing majigger up here, which is a bummer. So I don't know, maybe in the meantime we just, well, I don't like this because it's got the screen on right now, so that's not going to do us any good. But we need the orange device, though, don't we? We need the, we need someone with a version 3. So I need to figure out who has a version 3. Well, a lot of people have version 3s. So that won't be too hard to find somebody. I just need to find someone with version 3 willing to take a picture of their version 3. Let's look on there's one website that archives eBay posts. Digital Monster version 3 orange. One of these might be good. Not the... Hey, look, there's the one... No, that's not the one. I have a translucent. That one's not even bad. Well, duh, no longer. That's not bad. It's Japan you want. Let's see if Japan you want has a head-on picture. Of course they don't. I could skew it, but then the freaking chain's in the way, too. That's no good. Funny story, I did have a version 3 at one point. Surprisingly enough. I didn't realize it, though. And I ended up selling it. But the crazy thing was, it was an English version 3, of all things. And I don't know how I would have acquired that, because they didn't make those in the United States. Yeah, not seeing any great options to use here, so we're just going to kind of leave that as it is for right now. Until I find a better option. Like, this one wouldn't be bad, but it's powered on, and I don't want one that's powered on. I could also just use the thing. But that wouldn't have the right background. I want to have the right background. This one's about the closest it comes, so maybe I could just use this one for right now, huh? Maybe this person took multiple photos? They did, but the other photo's at the back. Yeah, you know what, whatever. Let's just use this as a placeholder for right now. I can make this work. It's nice and high res, too, so that should be no problem. Alright, Photoshop. New file, please. Does anyone find it weird how they changed Armageddon's sprite for the Penzi? So they did it for one other Digimon. They did it for Fonglongmon as well, which I find it absolutely bizarre, and it was an annoying challenge for me to have to figure out how to properly represent that on the site. I'm still not entirely happy with how I'm doing it, but it's good enough for the moment. Alright, so let's first crop out just the portion I need. And we're going to do it like this. And this isn't going to look perfect. Don't you even think for a second that it will. But it's going to be good enough until I can get a good picture. Yeah, that should do it for now. Okay. And then we will go ahead and get the rest of the content out of here. Tolerance 64 should be plenty. Good. Let's try, will this screw it up? Nope, doesn't screw it up. Perfect. Over here as well. Okay, that should be good. Beautiful. I can't do too good of a job on this, otherwise I'm just going to leave it like that. And that wouldn't be no good. Let's straighten that up before I do that final cut. What did I just say about not doing too good of a job? Okay. That's a little grody down there, so we'll probably just do some manual eraser on that. We're in brush mode? We are. Okay.
Television advertisements. Like Eat Fresh is a great slogan. They managed to convince an entire continent, if not the globe, that eating a foot of bread was somehow good for you.
What the heck is with this music? Why did this guy just have a whole thing about Subway? That's a weird track. Alright. That should be good. Now, I am noticing, though, of course, that this is... Oh, hold on. Let's just be safe here. Let's go like this. We'll need to drop this down a little bit. There should be good. That might have been too much. Yeah, that'll do for now. Okay, so let's image trim out the transparency, and let's see, I have a PSD file for this. Let's find it real quick. Where do I keep that? In the project folder, and I keep that in the PSD folder, and I keep it in the version template. That's where I keep it. Okay, so let's drop out the silvery background, take out the pen 20s there, paste this guy in, convert this to a smart layer. Didn't need to go into that. Okay. Drop that down in size. Zoom in a little bit and let's compare it to another digital monster. Let's come right up here. This one will do. Okay, so it needs to be much smaller. In fact, let's put that on top of that. Well, it looks like it kept the keychain in those ones, but oh well, too late now. There's also no visible prongs, but there's not on the pendulum one either. Although Flurp a long time ago gave me a better picture for the pendulum, and I just have not actually done anything with it yet. Alright, get you out of here. Do I have a white background anywhere? No? Am I using gray? That's gray, right? Or am I stupid? No, yeah, that's gray. I don't think I'm using gray. So let's save it like this. If I'm using gray, it'll become very evident immediately. Alright, JPEG, yes, save it. And we're going to save this in... not in requirements, but it will be in you. Oh no, I have a shells folder. Shells. Okay, and we are looking at DM underscore v3. Okay, so now we just need to upload that file. Get this folder out of my way so I can see the stream again. And alright, so we are going to... No, we're staying on device list. Oh, but we also need to open up the thing. So DM underscore v3, open up the file, and push it. Does this push it? It doesn't look like it's pushing it, but I can do this. Upload file. Alright, that worked. Probably. Didn't check, obviously, but it worked. Don't worry. And Digital Monster Original. We'll uncomment that image and put this in here as DM underscore v3. Fun fact, v3 is actually my least favorite version of the original Digital Monster, so bit of irony there. Although the Metal Empire might be my least favorite version of the original Pendulum as well. I don't know. Virus Busters has a couple goodies in there, but no, I like Metal Empire more than Virus Busters. So yeah, it goes Deep Savers, Wind Guardians, Nature Spirits, Nightmare Soldiers, Metal Empire, and then Virus Busters. Although on the Pen Z, I like Metal Empire more than I like Nightmare Soldiers. I just like the Digimon on that one a little bit better. Okay, so let's make sure this is good now. Refresh. Hey, there we go. See, that's what I'm talking about. I did too good of a job. I'm looking at this, and I'm like, I have no need to ever change this because it looks great. Even though I took it from an angled picture and skewed it into what I wanted it to be. So I'll probably just leave that up there like that forever. Thank you, random eBay post. Who do I shout this out to? Shout out to Shikamokamo. No, Shikamokamo. Got it. 99.6% positive feedback. I'd give you more feedback if I could. Do you have anything else for sale right now? You have any other Digimon you're selling? Let's see. Well, you're selling Kirby 64 for the N64 and a few Vita games and whatever the heck this is. What is this? Oh, it's like the Game Boy version of Mario Brothers. I have the NES Classic series of that. There we go. I like this guy. Everyone go buy something from this guy right now for helping us out. Does anyone have any dim recommendations? Oh, gosh. Of course. Frickin' you gotta go with Infinite Tide. That's the best one. Obviously. You can't go wrong with any of the, like, volumes 1 through 3. They all have a lot of good stuff on them. I know why they didn't put version 6 on the version 20th. Yes, I in fact do know why. And that is because the version 6 is not really a canon version of the Digital Monster series. The version 6 was made not by Bandai Japan. It was made by Bandai of Asia, and specifically was released in at least Australia, maybe other markets as well. And yeah, because it wasn't made by Bandai Japan, it's not really a canon device. That's not me just being elitist. Like, if you look at anything on Bandai's history of information, they never at once even mention the version 6 as being a thing. Like, nowhere and do they ever mention it. So it's just that's just a Bandai Asia thing. So that's why it's not in the version 20th. You'll notice it's also mostly just the pendulum, the nature spirits. So that's another thing. It's like, why would they reference that if they have the pendulum 1.0? So yeah. You're going to update the OG pendulum page with the evolution guides to the 1.1 and 2.2, 3.3 and 4.4 and 5.5. What? I don't know what you're telling me there. James's Rusturano died. Everybody give James an F in the chat for his poor Rusturano-mon. Hopefully he lived a good life. Okay, so now we've got the Digital Monster page published, which is great. Now let's just, again, check the home page, make sure we can see it, make sure it's showing up as fine. It sure is. Fan-friggin-tastic. Okay. So next thing we need to do is go back to Trello. I'm going to mark that off. We adjusted the tour, we added the image, which I didn't even have there. We created links to the manual. We created links to the evolution chart. Manual, still not done. So I am going to put in a comment here. No, I'm not. Oh, well, yeah. Evolution guide ready, just waiting on manual. That'll be Flirp to do. You can do that at his leisure. I'm in no rush for that. So I am going to put that at the bottom of this, because I no longer need to do anything with that. And we're going to move on to fix Shakamon X, because Shakamon X is broken. I don't know how I didn't realize this sooner, but if those unaware, I do automated processing for my sprites a lot of the time. And I think that's what happened here. At least I think it is. I'm not certain on that. Although, I don't know. Maybe this is... I don't know if this is one of my sprites or not. It probably is. Let's see. If it is, I'll need to update on a Wikimon too. Shakamon X. That's not going to bring us to any page. Contain... Not... What? Yeah, there it is. Why didn't you take me there to begin with? Whatever. Alright, so I think Wikimon has the wrong one as well. Oh, it's not my sprite. It's somebody else. I don't even know this guy. Normally, I know the few people that upload sprites. There's myself, there's Belial Vamda, there's a few of us, but I don't recognize this one. Interesting. Either way, I need to fix it, because if we take a look at Shakamon right over here... let's see, who can tell me the problem with this sprite compared to this? And if you guess that the problem is that Shakamon doesn't fly, you'd be correct. Shakamon does in fact not fly. So we're going to fix that. We'll upload a new version of Wikimon as well, because that is the right thing to do when you are doing this kind of work. So let's see, we're looking for images dot DMX, and we want Shaco. There it is. All right, load that up. This will be a very, very easy fix to do. That should be it, right? We're 2 away from the bottom now. Yep, 2 away from the bottom now. All right, and then we save that. And you may be like, well, you didn't save the transparency, and you'd be right. And that's because I want to see something. I want to see if I don't save the transparency, if it'll still be okay. Yeah, no, I've got to save it because it's index color, and so therefore it shouldn't have even cared about transparency, but apparently it did. So whatever. Okay, so Shakamon X has been updated. So we are now going to first upload that fix to our website. Shaco_x.gif.
It doesn't matter how much you know about
that one right there. Who are all these random newscasters talking to me right now? Like, what is this channel? What channel did I choose? I chose Lo-Fi. Apparently Lo-Fi has a lot of this crap in it.
Any of these kind of video game terms.
I'm not feeling it. I was much happier with the station I normally use.
None of that matters.
So maybe I'll go back to that real quick, because I cannot focus with this guy whispering into my ear about video game terms. Where's my recents? Does it show mine?
So the first thing
Let's
for
go to
me
stations.
is always learning your craft. And it doesn't matter.
Alright, this is the one I was using before, which I like. We'll try out another one next time. Goodbye, whoever you were. Okay, why doesn't this show the right thing? Oopsie, I refreshed the page. Okay. Try to refresh this page. Okay, so did I not update Shakamon X? Did I not do that? He's updated there. Did I not save him? The DMX dot folder? Maybe I have 2 copies of this sprite somewhere. I do. This is in the wrong folder. Should be this one. There we go. That's the right one. Upload it. And now if we go back to the website and do a hard refresh, Shakamon should settle down and be at the bottom of the screen like he's supposed to. There we go. Much better. All right, let's update that on Wikimon as well. Okay, upload a new version of this file. And we're going to be using... There you are. That file right there. Updated to tether to ground. Upload file. Wait. Oh, duh. Control refresh. Like, why didn't it change? There we go. Okay, perfect. That has been updated, so now Shakamon is more correct than it was when I started today. Great, great, great. The second versions they did with the changed evolution lines. Oh, so if you're talking about the 0.5 versions, those are already on the website. So if we go to Digimon Pendulum, and we go to Evolution Guide. So the charts all start off with just the .0 versions, but you'll see up here we actually have a toggle under the version selector. So .0 and .5. So click on that, bam, they all update. So now we have Tailmon here instead of Tordamon, we've got Abidramon instead of Seedlamon, and we've got Lady Devimon instead of Vomdamon. So yeah, so that's all there. The 0.5 versions are all there. And if you were to click on one of these guys, like let's say we were to click on Togemon, it would show you, okay, this is what it does in the 4.0, this is what it does in the 4.5. So that is all there. We're good with that one. I know. Doing Digimon Deep Dive, the anime reserved for watching with friends. So doing everything else, very nice. Just saw Let's Play of Digimon World 2. Digimon World 2 is a fun game as long as you have a fast forward button on your emulator. Otherwise, it's not great. Well, I don't know. Maybe other people still like it. There's a lot of old games like that you could say that for, though. Like, especially RPGs, right? There's just so many that, because of limitations and everything, just operated so slowly. And these days, we have the means to make things faster, and so most games don't waste your time as much as they used to. I am very much into old games, mind you, but they definitely aren't as mindful of your time as some current games are. I was actually just playing freaking Spider-Man on the Miles Morales the other day, and apparently the PS5 does this thing where it tells you how long you have left in your current, like, mission, which I find that to be really neat, actually. Like, it was like, oh, you have 20 minutes left until this mission's over, and I'm like, oh, that is good to know. I know how to plan my next 2 hours now, apparently. It's a neat little thing. Obviously, it's an estimate. It's not necessarily going to take that long or that short on a mission, but yeah, it's a fun little thing. Was not appearing for me on your phone. Yes, on phones, by default, that guy will not appear. Because it takes up a whole bunch of space. So if I were to look at this on the phone menu, right? So it's going to be hidden at first, but as soon as you smack that, bam. You have the option to switch through right there. So yeah. Okay. Alright, back to Trello. Let's put that over here, shall we? In fact, let's pin that so I don't lose it constantly. Alright, fixed shock on my next sprite. I didn't have any checklists in there, so let's just move that on over. Which do I prefer, Doom 1993 or Doom 2016? That's a trick question, the answer to which is the original Wolfenstein. I was not much of a Doom guy, but my dad, for whatever reason, didn't realize that it may not be a great idea to let a kid play violent video. I turned out okay. It was Nazis. I was shooting Nazis. You can't complain about shooting Nazis. So I played a lot of Wolfenstein. Doom was really cool. I liked it, but not as much as Wolfenstein. I don't know why exactly. Obviously, Doom was technically superior. Same people and everything. Just building on Wolfenstein, making it better. But no, Wolfenstein was always my jam. As for Doom 2016, it is a blast, but it's not something I can play for long periods of time. Like, these days, games have to give me, like, a world, more or less. And Doom, it's got some exploration going on there, a little bit of it, but it's not about the exploration, it's about proceeding. And I like games that are more about the exploration than the proceeding. And they also have to have a fun combat system, which Doom 2016 does absolutely have a fun combat system. Try looking at the WonderSwan games and translations. Let's Plays are sparse. So there are 2 WonderSwan games you can play without having to worry about it. The first is version WonderSwan. That had a Bandai Asia release, which I actually had the physical version of that from back in the day. That one is entirely in English, easy to read. You don't need to know any Japanese for it whatsoever, and that's a Virtual Pet Simulator. The other one is Anode and Cathode Tamer. It's 2 games in one. And that also saw, I think it was a Bandai Asia or a European, no, the WonderSwan wasn't Europe, so a Bandai Asia release, and that one's also entirely in English, so that's absolutely fine to play as well. Beyond that, your mileage may vary, especially if you want to play like the card game or something like that, but those 2 at least are a good place to start. Wolfenstein 3D is a very slept-on game, I find. Yeah, that's the funny thing, right, is it came first, but Doom is really what put frickin' it on the map. Like, that's the one where, like, got everyone being like, oh wow, like, Wolfenstein may have been like the first, like, kind of real first-person shooter going on, but like they really upped their game for Doom. I can't deny that at all. All right, so we're going to, let's see, so battles don't load detail cards. That's the next one I have here. Do I want to fix that right now? Yeah, let's fix it right now. Might as well, right? Okay, so we're going to go to the Coliseum battles for the version 20th, and if I was to click on one of these dorks here, nothing appears, right? So we're gonna bring up a few different things with VS Code. Let's close all this stuff, because we don't need any of this anymore. All right, so let's pull up Battles DM20. Battle Row might maybe what we bring up as well, actually. Let's bring up Battles PenZ. Because PenZ battles, I'm pretty sure, do work. Let's make sure of that. And it's not that DM20 and Pen20 battles are broken either, it's just I never frickin' did it. For whatever reason, I never was like, oh, I'll just add the little button there. I don't know why I went to this page. I want to go to battles. Don't know if the Pen20 had any change to the dot art of the original pendulums or the DM20s. So yeah, there definitely were changes in DM20. As for the Pen20, I haven't noticed any. Like, everything looks about the same to me, but I'm also not like an expert. Now, I feel like if anyone would have noticed, Florp would have noticed, because Florp went through, he's got every version of the pendulum. He went through and did all the work for the guide, and he didn't say that anything looked different to him. Now, a lot of the differences are very, very, very small, so I wouldn't be surprised if it could be missed, but for those of you unaware, I'll bring this up real quick. If we go to Nahoko's meticulous on that sort of thing. They've got a... They're also very opinionated. I've never met an angrier person in the team, or whoever writes most of the stuff at Nahoko, because I say that in a loving way, by the way. I love Nahoko a lot, but they are very opinionated when it comes to certain things, and they will like straight out say it. Like they hate the Excel, for example, a lot. They have a whole review about that. Here they are right here. So as they point out, I'll zoom in a bit here as well. There are several sprites that have a few changes here that they're even looking at like walking and attack sprites. It's insane. So like there you go. There's the example of Mamemon's feet. And they even mentioned there Mamemon's dots are characterized by a design that fits an 8x8. So it's an ugly mistake that breaks the concept. And I disagree with that statement. I actually do like a lot of the changes are bad, but I think Mamemon's feet look better shorter. Even though the idea is that like, oh, it's supposed to be a full 8x8, but it's like, is it supposed to be like an entire 8x8? But yeah. Oh, but no, they're saying the feet are too long on the DM20. So no, I do agree with them then, because if those are the feet on the original, then the feet on the DM20 look stupid. I 100% agree with them in that case. Never mind, they're right. Why am I booing them? Tyrannomon. He's got something with his arm. Yeah, he's got he's missing a dot on his arm, and yeah, there's just a few random little things. So as for the pendulum, I don't know. Maybe there are mistakes, but I have not looked that hard. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so these guys, if I click on one, I get a card, and that's my goal with this. Is I want to be able to click on this and get a card. So what did I do differently between these two? So on you. So round one, list of Digimon, and so it's Battle Row that's doing the heavy lifting there. So Penzi, Battle Row. On click Digimon details, when it's on the image, I do it based on the URL. That all looks perfectly normal. And am I doing any other clicks? No, that's the only on click. No, I have it here too. On click Digimon. Oh, well, that's just a different Digimon. Digimon 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, that should be fine. So Battle Row, we have 2 Battle Rows for the DM20 and Pen 20 each. One is going to be, why is this blue? Why is this blue? Other questions for another time. Okay, anyway, so we need Battle Row DM20. We're gonna need 2 of those. We're gonna need single and we're gonna need tag. So Battle Row single, Battle Row tag. Okay. Well, this one says it has errors. Why does it have errors? So if I recall correctly, yeah, I did start this. On click Digimon details DM20 PHP echo result Digimon URL. And URL is what I want, URL is what I want. So why didn't this work yet? I'm assuming I uploaded it. So let's see if there's anything happening here. Refresh. Okay, console is just showing a few missing images that are supposed to be missing, so that's fine. Actually, they're not supposed to be missing. Why are they missing? You're missing! We'll fix that in a minute. Okay, that's all normal. Okay, that's normal. Alright, so this. Can't read properties of undefined, reading URL. Digimon details, DM20. Why would you be reading URL? You should be reading a line. Kune. Let's just make sure. That's totally what it is. Who's yelling at me? in the middle of figuring out what my problems are, and you guys are over here telling me to put you to bed. Okay, yeah, you're good to go. You are a heavy little Sangomon. I can't wait till I can train you again. I haven't been training because I don't want any effort. Alright, Sangomon's asleep. Oh, I should have probably gotten rid of the poop first, huh? Alright. This guy too. This guy will remember to get the poop out of here first for. Quality of life improvement there. You can get rid of poop while they are trying to sleep. Alright, good night you two. You'll be something new in the morning, so get ready for that. And Megadramon! Cannot clean the poop on you, so we're just going to put you right to bed. Wonder how long I'll keep this guy alive. How long's it been alive already? Let's say 16? Nice. Not bad at all. And Pukumon will be our new guy just sitting up here. He's only 7. This thing ages a lot faster. I did only give him 1 day as Marine Devimon. Had to move him on, you know? Alright. What did I just do? Why did my music get louder? Oh, I sat on it. Get out of here. Be quieter. There we go. Okay. Anyway, what did I just figure out that I totally forgot? Right. Okay, so this... Can we expand that, please? So, list round S, list images, Digimon details. Okay, so here's the problem, right? Is it's trying to find the one labeled as Kune, but it's not going to get anywhere with that, I don't think. Because we have this set up differently now, right? Well, there's no Kune. Yeah, there's no Kune. Because we don't have a... We've got that. Got the list. The crap is all this? Is this our array? Do I have a array? It looks way too small to be the array. Oh, it's got triple dots after it. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so we are pulling the whole array and transferring it over to be a... Well, we're pulling the array from PHP, turning it into a JavaScript array. And what am I doing with that? We are making the code from scratch based on that. So let's look at the main.js. Because I should be using the new method for this. DM20... What are we calling this? Where'd that on-click go? Why am I blind? Get out of here, you. It's because it's hiding right there. Digimon details, DM20. Alright, so... You... On-click... It wouldn't know that based on the name Kune. It would know it based on the number. I think that's where the issue lies. So, what's this doing? So, result equals Digimon URL reveal blank reveal pound reveal. No, this is what it's supposed to do. So, results of Digimon in URL. And that's what I'm filling it with. Which Digimon is the number. That's supposed to be the number. Okay, that's what it is. So, we're not, because this isn't trying to find we don't have it labeled in the way that I would like it to be labeled, so that would mean if I look back at that array... It always takes me a second to figure out what I did. Number 0. Okay, so yeah, it's just going based on that. So if I was to look at the pendulum Z one... And I see, okay, so it's, well, it's given the URL as well, though, right? No, that's not it. Where's its on-click? But it is. Why am I blind? Because this is the wrong thing. That would be why. We just want Battle Row, that one. On click, Digimon details. Oh, but we're not using that on this. We're using the old method on here, aren't we? Are we? Why am I not using that there? Okay, so we need to find a thing we are using this on. So I think we actually are using it on the DM20 page, which would be the card. Dot art switch. No, we're not using it on there. 1020 page. There it is. Okay. Yes. Right there. Number. We're looking for the number. Result Digimon number. How would it know? Where is it getting number from? Gosh dang, why do I leave such puzzles for me to solve later? But that is the issue. The issue is that I shouldn't be using the URL, I should be using the number. But where does it get the number from? Maybe it already has it. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about this and I've already solved this problem for myself. Echo result Digimon. Number. How would it know? Because it already knows. Because the Digimon... Yes. Okay, so that's where it is. Alright, so this guy... No, that should be it. That should be it. That's all I need to do. I just need to change this to number. Not number. There we go. Number. Make that number, right? That's it. That's all I need to do. Yeah, that's all I need to do. Alright. Still not going to work, but we're going to try. Wouldn't it be cool if they did Blitzgreymon X and Crestgreymon X? Heck yeah, it would. The Pendulum Guide, I saw that Virus Mega slots need more specific jogresses. You can't use any Virus Ultimates. Makes me curious. Was the... So, it was not. The slots for the Ultimates in the Pendulum are all pretty even. There doesn't seem to be one that's particularly stronger than the others. It's just all the triangle of virus beats data, data... No, virus beats vaccine, vaccine beats data, data beats virus, which is obviously backwards from the normal tree, but that's how it was on the Pendulum. Even though it didn't say that's how it was, that's how they were programmed. So none of them are really stronger than the other. It just depends on what your type matchup is. But yeah, as for why they were doing that, it's probably a scummy move on their part to be like, because if you look, they started off with the Nature Spirits one not being able to jogger with other Nature Spirits. So you'd have to wait and buy a Deep Sabers. And by that point, you should technically be able to jogger with everything, right? You just jogger your Deep Sabers one with the Nature Spirits to be able to get your Virus Ultimate on Deep Sabers. But that wouldn't work because you had to have at least a version 3. And so on. So they kind of gave up on that idea later on in the series of the Pendulum, but that's probably what it was. It was probably a way to make kids buy the new version of the Pendulum. So, all right, Kunemon. Oh, look, it worked. Somewhat. Wait, how come Plotmon's perfect? What? Why are just some of the sprites not showing up? Like, all the stuff is showing up, but not the sprites? Open image in new tab. Is it because I have, yes. This is using, some old stuff in here. So if we go back to the main.js, and we're just going to copy this whole thing right here. And I'm going to use a text editor because I like using simple text editors sometimes. And we're going to do a find replace all for every instance of pen 20. Well, there's some capitalized instances of it in there too. That's fine, we can fix those later. Change that out for DM20. What is the command on here? Is just Alt-A? Yeah, okay. And then for every instance of Shinka DM20, change it out for Shinka DM20. Okay, and then there's the Shinka DM20 command, so we'll need to change that here as well, I'm sure. I recently figured out a way to make the page load not faster in the slightest, because apparently it wasn't taking that long to load anyway, but, well, it takes a while to load, but it's unfortunately a necessary amount of load that I'm having trouble figuring out a good way to mitigate, but, I'm doing my best. But this is one of the things I decided to do, was to make the detail cards render on the fly instead of being all pre-rendered, so that way you have a lesser load time. But it didn't work out to much less time in practice, unfortunately. So, did best. If I could find other improvements, I'd do them. Most of the things were like, oh, you just need to freaking not do too many images, and it's like, they're all just freaking GIFs. There's no large one, but that's what the loader's there for, to let you know that no, everything's not breaking. It's just taking a minute. All right, so that should be good now. That should let us load the sprites. All right, save that and go back. Do a hard refresh. Where did I put this? There it is. And there we go. Perfect. Look at that. So now click on any of these images. Bam. The freaking thing will appear. I technically could also make it so you click anywhere, but I don't want to. I want them to be on just the images, so you can click on one of these without accidentally popping something up. So bam. Alright, that worked out great. So that should take us no time at all to do it for the Pen 20, since we've worked through the section where I have to remember what I did last time. Alright. Do you guys think the Ghost game will air on Hulu after it airs in Japan? I don't know about Hulu. Crunchyroll, I would say, is almost a sure thing, since they did colon. Hulu obviously also did colon, but it took them a while to start it. But I don't know, hard to say for sure. But I can't imagine it won't be airing right away. It's kind of scummy of them, LOL. Yep. Companies even back then were doing shady practices like that. Of course, the Pendulum was based on such shady practices, since in order to make sure that you weren't content with sticking with your digital monster, that they nerfed it in tournaments by making it so that the Pendulum 20th almost always wins against the digital monster, which was absolutely... There's no evidence of an interview where they say it's a deliberate choice, but it was absolutely a deliberate choice. So, alright, Pen 20. Set up your Coliseum next. I have a Pen 20 command in here, right? Shinka Pen 20. Yeah, Digimon Details Pen 20 and Shinka Pen 20. So those are already there. So let's go. Oh, but we need to do the tag battles. Actually, I didn't even think about those. Get out of here. Images dot on click. All right, so we did single battles for DM20. We did that by adding the on click to the image tag itself for the dot. Yes, okay. So for tag battles, we'll do the same thing. We'll just do it twice. So list dot and list dot. Am I blind? Yeah, there it is. Why do I have the art listed there too? I don't use that, right? On the Coliseum? The crap do I care about your Fortnite stuff? Goodness. Yeah, there's no way to display artwork in here, so that just seems like that's a useless thing to include. And that's what's probably being rendered, so let's get rid of that, shall we? So list art. Is that its own cell? No, it's not even its own cell. Just have that as a holdover from something else, I guess. Unnecessary. And this we did one 2 number? Yeah. Oh wait, how do I have it listed? Yeah, Digimon 2. Yep, okay. So we'll try that. We'll go back over here, remove this art as well. Okay, let's see if that worked. Okay, Kunimon, do you still work? You sure do. Great. Tag battles. Okay, Gizamon, Gazimon. All right, look at that. Everything's working exactly as I wanted to, except for Lucemon fall down mode, which I guess I should fix that. What's it trying to find right now? Trying to find Luce underscore F2. How do I not have that in there already? I could have sworn I already did that. Luce underscore F DM20 dot. No, I just sure didn't. All right, let's rename that, shall we? Okay, and it's uploaded, which means not Pokemon. Let's just see. Yep, there we go. He's working now. Beautiful. I also saw Belphamon on the console broken list, but it doesn't appear to be broken anymore. That must have been the artwork, and that should be fixed already. Let's just see. Console? Yeah, no more broken images. Beautiful. Okay, so that is good for the DM20. So now let's move on to the Pen 20 like I tried to do a minute ago. Battle row, Pen 20. Looking for single. And we're looking for a tag. So once again, we don't need the artwork because I don't know what I was probably just copying this from something else. And I'll get rid of that artwork as well. Okay, and we add some on clicks. Do I saw that in my... Wow, I do. Okay, list dot on click, but change that to Pen 20. Copy that thing there. Same thing here, but we change this to Digimon 2. So it'll call the right variable. And likewise, remove the art. We're not using it, just wasting JPEGs. Paste that, save it, and that should be all we need to do to make the Pen 21 work. Let's see if I got it first try. Still think the original D3 system was the most money grabbing. Oh, good heavens, it was. Absolutely. The original, let me tell you, for your bang for your buck, if you want to buy any Digivice, like, most of the version 15 Digivices and the modern ones, they're fun, they're fine, but they're not like huge improvements over the original. The D3, however, is absolutely entirely better in every single way. Like, it's night and day. Like, the original American D3 was better than the Japanese D3 because of the fact that you didn't have to go buy 6 of them in order to get everything. So yeah, the D3 version 15th, everything's right on the device, no problems whatsoever. Everything just works right there. You don't need to go worry about jogging freaking Holy Angemon with Wergarumon and the Wonder Swan to be able to get Seraphimon on your D3. Finally put pre-orders up for the VB on Amazon. Which VB? I know they're selling some just straight up on there, yeah. Along with a few of the dim cards, but they're mostly like stuff from that was originally released in March. I don't know if they've got anything newer since then. Okay, so this is the list. This isn't where I need to be. Coliseum, please. Alright, Otalamon, are you working? Nope, didn't work. Why not? Console will tell us. Result is not defined. Result is not defined. Oh, we didn't add the... So there was another step I did last week, apparently. To... battles. I'm assuming this is where I added it, at least. Is this you? Set the assaulting array to associative. No. What is it? Why is this blue? This shouldn't be. What is this? Oh, yes, there it is. JSON encode result. Okay, that's where it is. Okay, so we need to do that. The Pen 20 as well. Pen 20. Battles. Index. Okay, and where did I put that just for the sake of consistency? Yep. Just make sure. But yeah, why is... Okay, so it's a different color because it's not expecting me to make a freaking associative... Or, yeah, I see. Alright. So it's going to hate this too. It's fine. It's fine. I wish I... See, the thing is I have it set to HTML right now. If I had it set to PHP, it would render that probably likely, but then would render something else improperly. So that's just how it goes. So it just has to kind of look ugly, which is a bummer. But it works, so whatever. Alright, let's try this again. So that could be another reason why the changing the these things to render on demand didn't help a whole bunch, because I still have to download the whole array, but the whole array isn't that much. Like, if I was to look at it here, I'll tell you how many kilobytes it is. Not you, I don't want the downloads, I want this. Where's the array? There it is. So I have to copy that whole dang thing, go to Kelpad, save it as a something or the other. How big? .txt. Oh, that's actually pretty big. Not huge, but like, it's pretty big. It's 440 kilobytes is what I'm working with there, which is not a small number when it comes to just plain text. So, the very minimum, I'm downloading that much data, so that's probably where a lot of it's coming from. But that's the thing, is that if we were to go to where's the JavaScript there? You. Main.js. If we were to copy this whole thing, right? And save that as a file. So that would be 7 kilobytes. And if we were to do 7 kilobytes times the number of Digimon on these devices, so like a million. So the Pen 20, that'd be 240 at least. So it'd be, yeah, so I'm saving about a third of data by doing this. So it's not an insignificant amount. Well, no, I'm saving 2/3 because my result is, there we go, 1.6. So about, you know, a meg and a half. So I'm saving about a whole meg by doing it this way. But yeah, Hex is crazy. Did we decide it worked on the... Okay, so Floramon, yeah, you work. And then Hagurumon works, and Tentomon works. Boom, there we go. I still have my original V1D3 from 2000. Lots of great memories. Yeah, same here, actually. It's one of the few Digivices I didn't sell in the great purge of Frontier when I sold all my crap. So I'm glad I held on to it. I just want to say your site's really amazing. Thank you very much, Jesse Mel. Glad you like it. I did 3 as well. I had a blue, black, and green in the US version. I was in first grade. Classic. Anybody into the Digimon manga? Not yet. I haven't tried it. I have it downloaded, ready to read, but I have not actually given it a read. Or do I? I know I've got at least Digimon Next downloaded. I don't think I've tried V-Tamer. Has anyone worked out the old D3's code so people could just do joggers with an ACOM? Yep, absolutely they have. So that's definitely easy to do now. The codes are there. Blade Saber compiled them herself. And so you can get the Joggerses into perfect, no problem, but obviously there's still the issue of the perfect to ultimate Joggerses still being locked behind the Wonders 1 cable. So nothing we can do about that one, sadly. V-Tamer is really good. That's what I hear. A lot of people really like it. So we are good with this one now, aren't we? Let's mark that off. Move you over to realized ideas. Okay, I still need to double check these. Still haven't done that. What's wrong with me? All right, so I need to pick a new thing to put in here, and it's probably going to be this. And I've done it. All right, so drop downs, educate, raisable tooltips. That's a back end thing. I need to change this label. So minor improvement. Yeah, it's a minor improvement. Okay, that's fine. Adventure mode steps. This would be a new content. Okay, drop down vital watch trees. I do want to keep this nice and organized. Major improvement. Visual change? Visual change. Tooltip sprites for DMX items. Ooh, that could be a good one to do too. Jezerichmon. And except Shakamon would have to wake up in order for me to do that one, but that's not too bad of a thing. And I am in good lighting right now. Now could be the best time to do it. Yeah, let's do that. We're doing that. All right. Sprites for DMX items, which will in effect give us sprites for the Pen 20 items or Pen Z items as well. So, no additional details needed. Cool. So let's get them up. So what we're gonna do is I'm actually going to change my layout a little bit here for a moment, and we're gonna get a few screenshots and post them in Photoshop over here. So let's make this Mon close up. Thank you. And Shakamon, you are going to be the guest of honor So let's change the time. Actually, I don't even need to change the time. We just need to turn on the light because this device doesn't care if I do that. Alright, so we need to get sprites. Make sure this is absolutely as in focus as it can be. This focus ring doesn't seem to be doing a darn thing to change. There we go. Let's just go back there, please. Okay. That's about as in focus as you can get. So I'm going to be taking, on my side here, I'm going to be taking a screenshot of each of these items. You won't be able to see me do that part, but that's okay. You'll see the end result when it's ready. Okay. Oopsie. It took too long because I wasn't ready. Let's make that as straight as possible. All right, next item. Next item. Next item. Oops. They don't need to be perfectly straight because I can always just adjust that in Photoshop. Next item. This will be nice because that way I can have these listed on the manual and in the quest mode. It'll look nicer that way. Seven switch. And jumper gate, and finally the experience coat. Okay. Lighting looks like it should be sufficient to make this nice and simple. Hope the background doesn't get too much in the way. Shakamon, you will be going back to sleep in a minute. And let's switch our view back. Whoopsie. Oh look, it's the intro, everybody. Forgot to turn that off before doing that. Okay, put that right over there. What are people saying? Yeah, there's an app to read it, but I forget what it's called. Welcome, Quinn. You just got the DMX. Very nice. Glad to hear it. They sell it in print. I don't know if you could find V-Tamer in print these days anymore. And it's certainly not in English. If you know Japanese, then maybe. But it's definitely not in English in print. That's the fan translation you'd have to read of that. Why do they make Damimon the best one, even though he needs training failures? I don't know. They just wanted to be funny. Numemon X is the same way on the DMX too, but on that one, they play with that idea a little bit more. Alright, so we are going to take these sprites that we just got, and we're going to convert them into usable sprites. So to do that, we're going to do this... I kind of like this to be separate files. Do I want to take the time to do that, though? No, I don't want to take the time to do that, because there's no need to. So we're just going to do this one at a time here. So we're going to select just the file we need, just the portion of this sprite we need. Actually, I should do the whole dang thing, huh? A full 16 by 16. And we'll just get that area there. There we go. That's actually a little bit... go like that. Okay. So let's crop that. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over to our actions. We're going to go Digimon Sprite 16 by 16. And... yeah, that should be good. Alright, and we're going to just hit play. Continue. That came out terribly. Why? Oh, that's why. I had all the other layers on still. That would do it. Okay, so let's history this, and let's just go back to crop step. Deselect all those, and actions. Do it again, but this time do it right. There we go. And it looks to be basically exactly correct, so we'll verify that at the end of this as well, once I've done all these. And so next up, yeah, so we're definitely gonna have to go backwards to do these. So we'll go back to move selection, and we'll swap that out to be the next one here. Let's move the selection around because the same selection size should do us for all of these. Yeah, that should be good. All right, crop that. Actions. Go. Oh, stop. Okay. Okay, now try. And there we go. That would be a jumper gate. Looks just like one. And just so you're aware, these are also automatically saving as I do this, so I don't need to worry about the trouble of that. Life was a lot more annoying when I didn't figure out how to do batch stuff in Photoshop. As long as I take a good enough picture, these come out great almost every friggin' time. Alright, yeah, that's what I want. Next up is the 7 switch. Turn off all other layers. Move that over. Should be about right there. Okay, actions. Play. Continue. Oof, that one came out awful. Wonder why. Probably because I forgot to crop it. That's the thing, I missed one step and it's like, Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Nudge outline right here. Crop it. This time it'll work. Continue. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. And then let's go backwards to nudge that outline. Nudge it a little bit further. Right there should be good. And we crop it this time, we didn't forget. And we will go to our actions and hit play. And continue. Beautiful. History. Nudge outline. Next layer. Okay, and crop it first. Don't forget to crop it. Choose the correct layer and hit play. Ooh, that one didn't come out perfect, did it? We'll have to adjust that one, but we'll adjust that one after the fact. We've already got it saved as a file. Or should I adjust it now? Yeah, we'll adjust it after the fact. That'll be fine. Just don't let me forget. HP needs to be fixed. Power. Wonder why that one didn't come out so well. Must not had enough contrast in that pic. Okay, crop it. And lay. Yeah, that one came out better. Nudge outline, just 2 more to go. And that one's actually almost exactly where it should be. Drop it. Oopsie, not that button. Get out of there. Okay, actions. Play. Continue. That looks pretty good. That leaves one more, the big old meat. Okay, drop it. Play. Continue. And that looks good. Okay, so now we have all these saved as files, so let me just go ahead and grab those real quick. Don't know why I'm dragging that window all over the dang place. Alright, this is in the sprite folder, sprite time, that's the one. And I forgot to do these. I did some clean sprites of the Excel icons as well for possible future things to use. Oh, good for me. Guess who is saving all of these with the same freaking file name? Ugh. Gosh dang it. Oh, okay, so let's do that again. Okay, so that's filling meat. So because I saved them all at the same file name, guess what that means? It means that I kept saving over them. I never claimed to be a particularly skilled person when it came to this crap. I will remind you of that. That's fine. Did it once, it'll only take us a few seconds to do it again. Alright, play. And this time I just make sure to actually rename them every time. Oh, stop. Continue. Okay, that's big protein. There we go. As long as I rename them, then they can't overwrite each other. Okay, that already looks good. Let's go down one more just to be safe, though. Play. Continue. How'd that... Oh, because we've got a crop again. I am good at this game. Play. Power board. That looks much better. Okay. And then next up, let's go back to our nudge. Oh, maybe HP didn't come out badly. Maybe it just looks weird from the start. Nope, wrong button. There we go. Play, continue. Yeah, no, that did come out correctly. It just does look weird. Alright. Alright, that would be HP, ROM. Go back to nudge. See, this is another reason why I normally do them all as separate files, right? If I had done that from the beginning, instead of being like, no, I don't wanna, I wouldn't have had that problem of having to redo these. But such is how I am, I suppose. Drop it. And play. Okay, that would be the AP chip. Okay, go back in time to the nudge. Right there should do it. Crop it. Actions. Play. Okay. And that would be the... Oh yeah, did Shakamon fall asleep again? Did I miss that? No, it's still awake. Okay. Alright, this would be the 7 switch. For those curious about what's actually happening in this sequence of events that I'm performing over and over again without actually doing them over and over again, so I have Photoshop set to do a batch process based on a recording. So I recorded myself doing several things, and so because I did that recording, it now knows what buttons to push to do exactly what I did. And so the different steps that it's going through here, so it's going to set the background. That just means that it's if the background is currently not in a set position, it will set it, making it editable. It changes the levels so that the black is the most notable thing. Hue and saturation to make it strictly black and white. Brightness and contrast to really separate the black from the white as much as it possibly can. And then at that point, it should just be a black and white image. And so if I change the image size to 16 by 16 using the nearest neighbor, it should produce a simple pixel-based output at 16 by 16. Then from there, it's easy. All we're doing is selecting it again, apparently deleting something. What does that do? I don't know what that's for. We're doing a few more things there, I guess. Oh yeah, we're cleaning it up. We're doing some cleanup as well to further make it a black and white image. And then after that, Set the canvas size to give it a pixel border on all sides, and export it at twice the size that it currently is at to make it a 36 by 36 instead of a 18 by 18. All right, so let's see. Let's put you to bed. There we go. Thank you for your help, Shakamon. You have been very helpful. Back to Pukumon. Okay, so yeah, but thankfully I don't have to do every single one of those steps. I just do this. And then we're done. It's already done. Alright, so that's the jumper gate. One more. And the only thing I have to make sure is that I start with it cropped at the size, at a square size. That way... What the heck is the freaking... I guess, yeah, okay. I don't know what I was so confused about there. That way, if it's cropped at the size it needs to be, I don't have to worry about it figuring out where the sprite should begin and end, because I've already told it where it should begin and end. This is the entirety of the sprite. This is what it should end up with, just smaller, black and white, and with clean pixels. Continue. Okay, XP coat. And fantastic, that is done. So now I can upload those things somewhere. Okay. Does it bug anyone else that they localized all the names on the DMX except Omegamon? Yes. Yes, it does. Naming is something that always bugs me on all these things because it's all over the place. Even the Japanese versions don't always get all the names right. And let us not forget the beautiful Medical Gallantmon that is now the official name of Medieval Gallantmon as of, like, Cyber Sleuth, I think. Yeah, Vital Bracelet uses it too, so it's not the Vital Bracelet's fault. It's just a stupid name. Okay, so we've got all these files here, so now we need to get them uploaded, which they might have already been uploaded. It's this guy is like a little bit cool about. Oh no, it wouldn't be yet because I haven't copied them over. So no matter what, they're not here yet. So I'm gonna go and copy these, and we're gonna put them into. We'll put them in the requirements folder. That makes the most sense for them to be in there. All right, paste them up. Yeah, there it goes. It's uploading them all right now. Boom. Okay, so now here's what we're gonna do with that. The first thing we're gonna do with that is we're going to edit the battle rows. There we go. No, one more. Okay, so battle row DMX. Okay, so currently this is what it displays, and it's supposed to echo a prize. Which prize we have up there? So we need to change two things. One is the name we're using for the prize, and two is the tooltip for it. So we're going to change this. It's no longer going to be text. It's going to be an image. And the class is going to be list dot. And then the, well, let's copy that, cut this whole thing right here. The source, we're going to get to that in a second. And the title, it's going to be what we were previously using as the prize option there. So this would mean that we need to set what the source should be for each thing. Now, the nice thing would be is if I could figure a way, and I have figured a way. Okay, how am I going to do this? I got to use some shenanigans to make this one work, some rejects. So, yeah, okay. So I know what I'm going to do. I just don't know how I'm going to do it yet. So we're going to look for Cumulus.com/Digimon/Rex. Nope, /images/Rex/ echo the prize .gif. Now, if I wanted to take the easy way out of this, here's what I would do: is I would just rename all of these image files to be the name of the prize itself, and just not follow proper protocol for images, have spaces and crap in there. But I am not that type of person. I am the type of person who wants them to be properly formatted. I may not be a great coder, but there's a few things I stick to. So we're gonna make sure that can be done. So we're gonna use some rejects to do that. And now why does this look like this? Is that gonna work okay? I'm afraid to save this because it will immediately break everything once I save it. But if it does work, then great. If it doesn't work, though, well, no, it will work because I'm using that same function right here. So yeah, it just doesn't look right because I'm just doing HTML crap. But yeah, formatting's good. So we need to change this to do some rejects in it. So we need to echo and do the rejects. So how do I do rejects in PHP again? Ugh. I remember JavaScript I use rejects all the time in PHP not as much. I'm pretty sure I'm using it somewhere though. Preg match. I don't know if that's the one I want to do. I don't want to match. Do I? I don't know. Is that what I want to do? Let me look at something else real quick. Place. Okay, so that's what I want to do. Yeah, they're saying I want to do preg replace. Okay, that makes sense. Let's do some preg replace. So we want to echo the preg underscore replace of prize, but we're replacing it. So the pattern is the first thing. I don't need to worry about most of the rest of this stuff. Pattern, reject replacement, description. What's the description for? The frick is the description for? Subject. Okay, string or an array with strings to search and replace. Okay, so that's the thing. String or an array with strings to replace. Huh. Maybe should have looked at this a little bit harder first, huh? So I'm not following too well here, but I am stupid. Okay, so string is that. Pattern is that. The subject is that. Why would I need three things though? I'm only doing one thing. Oh, we just need to do what we replace it with. Well, that's not helpful. No, that's helpful. I can make that work. Alright, so we are searching this. So that's going to be our third thing, right? That's going to be the third thing there. So let's do a comma with that. And but we don't want to replace it. We just want to process it. We just want to, well, we want to replace a space with the underscore. So we can at least do that. So space with underscore. And lowercase string to lower. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Okay. And so we should just do that right here, yeah? String to lower. Okay, so let's see if I got that right. String to lower, everything within these quotation marks. Break replace spaces with this in the prize value. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all I need to do. Should we risk it? Has anyone pointed out anything terrible I've done? Doesn't look like it. Do they have any X antibody Digimon any of the dims? Yes, Medieval Dukemon on the Guilmon dim is X antibody. Alright. Let's save this. Oh, good. Gaming Nerd says I'm not stupid, so hopefully I did this right the first time then. Alright. What was I working on? That's right, DMX. Quest mode. Digital Monster Quest mode. Version 1. Let's start with version 1 quest mode, shall we? It's not loading, so that's always a good sign. Refresh it again, please. Oh, it's not telling me why it's not loading, though. That's good. That means it's a PHP error somewhere. So let's just go ahead and get this out of here. Okay, let's see how that if that changes anything. Yeah, it did. Okay, so good. This is what I expected to see from what I just did. It just means that there is a PHP error with something on what I just did. What that is, I'm not sure yet. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna do this one step at a time here. Results. String the lower predator place. It probably doesn't like something I did. So what if I was to just string to lower this? Right here. If I was to do that, would it then work? Okay, so that still works actually. Open a new tab. It's going to the exact right thing that needs to be going to. So it's just the find replace that's not working. Place every instance of space. Maybe it's that extra. I can't imagine that would be the problem, but we'll give it a shot nonetheless. Okay, what if we were to do some of this? Let's just make sure I'm doing this right again, though, because I am just now finding out this is even a thing. So, okay, so pattern. First thing is pattern. Pattern is, well, you know, that's the thing. Maybe there is no space in regex. So, regex space. Matching a space in regex. Okay, so that's exactly what I did. It's just a space. Come on, Regex 101, let's see what you're doing. Which one is a PHP use? Yeah, okay, that one. Alright, so if I was to just search for space, right? And I was to have the word big protein. Match. Now I'm replacing it with an underscore. Right? What this thing over here said to do? Place with an underscore. Yep. Oh, you know what it might be, though? I am using some double quotes out here, so I probably just need to be using single quotes in here. I can't guarantee that's what the problem is, but I'm going to, right now, hope that that's what the problem is, because that would be an easy thing to fix. And now it's all blue. Whatever good that does me. Replace blank with underscore in the prize clip, and then oh, you know what? Maybe it's just because I'm stupid and put quotation marks around this. Maybe that's what it is. What's wrong with me? I'm putting quotation marks around an expression. It's like for day one. Maybe I do these things too late, huh? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it's Still not loading. What's this supposed to be? Okay, so power board. So it's not doing the replace command still, which makes me believe that it perhaps didn't actually upload yet, because I can't imagine why it wouldn't be doing that. Interesting. Interesting. I'll figure that out. What am I watching? Are you working on World? I don't work on World, so no, I am not doing that. I am, however, working on my website to make things prettier. And right now, the thing I'm trying to pretty up is this right here. Normally, it just says the name. I'm trying to add an image next to the name as well, but I'm running into a small problem in that I can't get these dang spaces to replace with underscores. Okay, so pray to replace space underscore in prize. Check. String to lower that. Right. I literally cannot see any problem with this. What if I replace the word big? That just actually didn't load anything. Why didn't that actually load anything? Well, that would indicate that the command broke altogether, wouldn't it? Is there something I'm missing? Let me just try exactly what I'm doing over here. Okay. I'll show everyone what I'm doing so you can see how much I do work on this. All right, so pattern, replace Microsoft with, well, took out the word visit. Oh, because that's the thing. So, well, yeah, that's what it's searching. Okay, so that's what we're supposed to be finding. So what we want to find in a big protein is a space. And if I replace that with W3 schools, nothing popped up. You see that? There's our problem right there. Is something. Okay, wait, there's our problem right there. You see that? You see what the problem is there? See what this is? You see how much nonsense I go through for simple answers? Where we're doing rejects, we just need to start with freaking /. That's all it was. That's all it flipping was. I spent so much time doing nothing because that's all it was. All right, what do we got? Boom! Look at that. We see everything now. I tell you though, the pixels in this look a little hairy from my view. Why do they look hairy? They appear to be quite hairy. What the heck happened to you on export? What the heck was that about? Stop zooming in. Well, they're all hairy. Well, I don't know what I did wrong, but I did something wrong. And clearly I need to figure out what that is. Like, if I go back to Photoshop here, where's Photoshop? See, that's not hairy. And if I go to export it, GIF, 2 colors. It is doing bicubic right there, but it should be on nearest neighbor with this. Let's just see. If I double click on this guy. Shoot, it's on bicubic. Does that update when I'm not doing it? Like, HTML indent, file name component, image subpath, use image subfolder, 3 more, file name component. Without interlace, reduction algorithm, colors, web shift, lossy with lossy meta, dither amount, horizontal scale 200%. It doesn't look like it saves the interpolation method. Ugh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be freaking kidding me. So, I gotta do these again. Why do I gotta do these again? I have a question. The DMX is basically a revival of the Pendulum X. Why didn't they just make it look like a normal pendulum for the DMX? I don't know. Because they wanted to make it look like a digital monster. Make it different. Because if they couldn't call it the Pendulum X again, right? So they had to call it something else. So, Digimon Pendulum X is already taken, so call it the Digital Monster X. Put it in the Digital Monster Shell. Bam! There you go. Alright, so because I'm stupid, I'm gonna do this again. One last time. This is the last thing I'm doing tonight. And then it's gonna look beautiful. Like, that's the one great thing about this, is that at the end of it, it'll all look beautiful. So we're going to... we're going to save these as separate files, first and foremost. That is the first thing we're doing. Alright, so let's save these, but not as a GIF. We're saving it as a PNG. And we're saving it as... not PNG 8, PNG 24. What's wrong with you? Okay, and we're saving it with nearest neighbor set. That way, we save ourselves the trouble later. XP_coat. Quick access. Temp folder. And sprite time. BMX items. Experience_coat. Now imagine, if I had done this the first 2 times, it would only be a quick little fix. But I didn't. And that's why I'm doing it the right way this time. So that I don't have to do it a 4th time, just in case. Jumper 8. Seven, switch. AP, chip. HP, ROM, forward. Did I don't think I typed a D at the end of that. Well, I'll fix that. Big protein. I'm going overtime on this one, but I'm not... I gotta finish this. I can't leave it like it looks. What the heck did I do here? Save. Billing. Meat. Okay, close this. Don't close that just yet, just in case. But close Shakamon. We don't need Shakamon anymore. We don't need the version template anymore. Yes, save changes to that. And we don't need this at all anymore. So now... I go back to my folder here. Go to the... Can't believe I saved them all fuzzy. What a foolish thing to do. Where's this folder? DMX items. There we go. Alright. All 8. All 8. Okay, open all 8 up in Photoshop. Crop them all up. Cropping them first might have been easier, actually, but oh well. Come on, work with me here. Okay. Save that. Filling meat. Yeah, it's not right. Not right there. Yeah, that'll work. HP ROM. Jumper gates. Power bore, apparently. Not if you can do the power board. We'll fix that in a second. Such a skinny one. Have a good night, William. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully I won't be too much longer either. I mean, this is pretty basic stuff that I'm doing right here, so let's see what the heck just happened. A little bit less, there we go. Another skinny one. Two more to crop, and then the easy part happens. Right there. Yeah, that looks good by itself. Okay. All right, let's do this again. But fail again somehow. Oh, what now? Oh, I didn't, oh, I cropped it. Why didn't it work? Continue. I must have started at the wrong step or something. Okay, well, either way, that's fine. Same here. Good. Good, just to make sure we're not getting the fuzzies again, right? Nope, okay, good. Pokemon, oh, it still really is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Can't see it the same one. Alright, good night, Pokemon. He is off to Dreamland. Okay, the power bore. Yeah, okay, yeah, these are looking much, much better. It is really annoying how it doesn't save the interpolation method on the scripts, but can't be perfect, I suppose. Otherwise, why would I be here if a dang machine could do everything? Okay, so those should all be good now. So we're gonna go copy those back into the folder that they're supposed to go in. Big protein definitely looks strangely off, but like, I know that it's not off, it just looks off. Okay, and copy all of these into Rex right there. Let's see if VS Code wants to be nice and upload this for me automatically. Okay, replace the files in the destination. Hey, it does want to be nice to me. How good of it. Okay, and that should mean that if I go to here and refresh the page, all but one of these should work. They're still cached. One image in your tab. Am I not still in development mode for this? That should be. Yeah, I am still in development mode. So why does this look wrong? Why does it look wrong? Maybe I gotta do a manual upload. Maybe it failed to do it in VS Code. Let's see. I'll tell you what, I cannot leave it like this. Wait a minute, the PW board I named wrong, right? No, I fixed it. Okay, no, I fixed it. PW board. Upload file. Well, let's try doing a manual purge on that one, because in development mode I should not have to purge, but maybe images are an exception? Still nothing. So maybe it's just not uploading then. Let's open up FileZilla. Uploaded that method. Oh, wait, look down there. It's stuck. It is stuck. That's the problem. I hate when it gets stuck. Okay, so now if we upload these, I'll have to purge it again. Out of here, FileZilla. I don't need you anymore. Still nothing. What is going on with my caching situation here? There we go. Okay. We're good now. Alright, so let's upload all these. Come back over to quest mode, do a little refresh action, and hopefully I don't need to purge all of them. Nope, sure don't. Okay. Those look great now. Those look great. Okay. That means I just need to fix this big meat here. That's a problem in the quest for the DMX. Because it's not called big meat. It's called filling meat. If I refresh. There we go. That looks way better. Okay. So I'll add those with the manual on another time. So let's go back to our Trello board. So sprites for DMX biomes. Let's make a checklist here. So create sprites, add to DMX1 quest, add to DMX2 quest, add to DMX3 quest, and add to manual. Okay, that'll be nice. Perfect. All right, I think that is everything for tonight then that I'm going to be doing, because I am over on time, unfortunately. I got a little too caught up on that one. All right, so that being said, everyone, thank you so much for showing up tonight. Really appreciate it. I will be back again next week, of course, as usual. I should have some stuff to do with the vital bracelet. I can't wait too long on that. People get really uppity when I don't make changes right away. I'll tell you that right now. So the Dynasty of the Evil Dim releases like basically now, and if I don't have it done by the weekend, everyone's like, where is it? Is Humulos not making updates anymore? What happened? And it's like, guys, give me a minute. So I'm not sure if I'll be waiting until then to upload everything. I might. Save some things for the next stream. But either way, I've still got plenty of other crap to work on here, as you can see. So I'll be back again next week. And in the meantime, of course, I'll see you around the server. If you're participating in the hatch, definitely post in the hatch channel there. If you're not participating in the hatch, why not? Go ahead and hatch yourself a pirate-like Digimon right now. And yeah, I will see you all next time. Bye!